Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first Power Rangers Let There Be Thunder stream of 2024. Woo!
Woo.
Um,
Ho, ho, ho.
and everything's going to work today because we have said so.
Now
Jay's now
you
looking at
jinxed
me
it.
like, why did you do
And
that?
saying a thing makes it true.
More
Saying
you
a
draw
thing
attention to something,
saying a
the
thing
more
with determination makes it so. That is my
I'm knocking on wood.
2024 mantra.
immediately spits in the face of the universe, guaranteeing
I too
her
am knocking on
destruction.
wood for the record. But this is going to be season 3, episode 4, and yeah, I'm Matthew. I am the GM for this crazy bunch of players and their crazier bunch of characters because
Make a compilation of every time you've called us that.
you are pretty crazy, to be fair. I love you all.
You didn't. I was going to say, you didn't call us lovely. You notice how that shifted.
Yeah, you stopped doing that after a while.
Yeah, it got a bit like.
No one's believing this.
Yeah, I do love them all, really, people. Awkward chirps, crickets, not chickets. Don't know what
Cricket.
chickets are. Yeah,
Chickens.
you know what?
Awkward chickens.
Green Ranger, you go. Everybody's picking on me.
Makes a change. Hello, everybody. I am Michael. I'm covered in koalas, and I will be playing Peter, the Green Ranger. And I'm so happy to be back as Pete.
It is truly disconcerting how every time you lift that up, you vanish into the
Yeah,
ether.
Ah.
it's gone.
Every time without
It's
fail.
okay. He's got dark vision.
All right, prediction.
Yup.
Oh, he's gone again.
Hello.
What's up? I'm Panic, and today I'll be playing Cal the Yellow Ranger. I'm going to put Goldar in a headlock.
All right. Yes. Hello, I'm the other Michael, and today I'll be playing Lord Zed. Right?
Changes up my plans a bit, but we'll roll with it.
AKA Sarah, the Pink Ranger. Let's go.
I'm Sabina. I play Cassidy, the Phantom Ranger, and this time last year, I was just starting to watch LTBT. So look at me now. Dreams come true, guys.
Yay!
You should dream higher.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What a mistake.
You need better dreams.
I don't like my dream.
It's fun. And thank you for letting us be a part of your dream.
I love you.
Yes. Hello. Hello, everybody. I am Jay, and I will be playing Q, who is a Red Ranger. I won't say the, because there seem to be rather a large number of me, but I will definitely be Red Ranger today.
Dun, dun,
Dun
dun.
dun
The fact
dun.
of the matter is, Q, we liked you so much we had to have a second one.
Or a third.
That tracks.
How many Red Rangers can we get?
How many Red Rangers does it
It's
take to
not
screw in
that
a light bulb?
Two, but it's a tight fit.
The rules of the red bias dictate that we have to have more Red Rangers than there are members of the team.
Okay, everybody is now a Red Ranger, and we need one more as an NPC. Sorry, this is how it works from now onwards. It has been a while.
Been a while.
Wow.
It's been a little while. Let's Michael. Do you want to do a little bit of a recap?
Me?
Yeah,
How about no?
that was worth a shot.
Also,
We're
not
on
really.
the moon.
Yeah.
We're on the moon. We're chasing things. We fought a Rito. It didn't go great. It didn't go terrible. He teleported away. Now we're in a room with Goldar and Scorpiona. There appears to be another Red Ranger there for some reason, and I got blown for a wall.
I would argue that the Rito fight went great. I remember distinctly us beating the crap out of him and him running away.
And a lot of Tenga
Yeah, he
in
just-
between there.
Yeah.
You stop taking
We
damage.
kicked a lot of we kicked his butt, and then he went into a ring, and that sucked.
I mean,
Look, he didn't die, so it didn't go great.
Yeah, it could
the
have gone
order
better.
of events weren't quite right in your recap, but the recap
No.
itself, yeah.
This is the weirdest smash cut I've ever seen.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's like previously on X-Men, like in X-Men 97, where you get everything that's happened, but from like 18 episodes previously with no real continuity between the events. Something
like-
happened. It might not relate to anything.
Everything kind of made sense right up until the last bit, and I got blown through a wall, which is actually the
It was
first
like-
part that happened.
But it's the most important part to him.
Yeah.
So.
I just needed to point out another point where Matt picked on me. I'm going to blow someone for a wall. It's going to be Pete.
Well, I was trying to make you lose an eyebrow.
I'm gonna
It was successful.
make him lose an eyebrow by blowing him
Through the
a wall.
helmet.
Yeah, through the helmet. Just one eyebrow less.
Someone
Fine.
else has to fight Scorpina because I can't apply critical torso damage to her.
It's okay, I got this.
So, we've had our recap. It did mostly include all of the things that were important to know. There were Tenga being defeated as well. Quite a few of them. Turns out that Pink Rangers
More
and
than
Yellow
10.
Rangers,
Yeah.
there were more than 10. Yeah.
What can we say? We're good at crowd work.
You are very good at crowd work.
We know how to work a crowd.
Unfortunately, it's about to get real bad.
Because they do find themselves in a room with Goldar, his sword back in a now robotic hand because one of his arms is somewhere in the
That's a really threatening combat tracker.
Oh no.
I must see this now.
Oh, I don't like this.
to
I
be fair,
don't see
I didn't do that.
Yeah, the game is paused for me.
Yeah.
So.
Game, what did
Our
you
initiative
do?
tracker
Game
really
keeps
had a
paused.
funny apparently. Yeah. Very weird.
Menacing aura.
Oh my god. What is that? Why?
But we yeah, in a
It's a
room
Royal Rumble,
with
everybody.
Goldar, robotic arm, sword in hand, Scorpina on the other side, ready to fight. The room itself is fairly large. There's nothing else really in terms of scenery, in terms of things to hide behind. But there's a large chandelier hanging from the ceiling, actual candles flickering with light in a dramatic fashion. Because why not? Despite the candles and the flickering light, the room itself is cast in full light. It's not difficult at all to see what's going on. And what is going on is that there does appear to be another Red Ranger just standing there across the room. Looking exactly like the one that's standing with you, minus the robe. Apparently they didn't have a spare. You have been led all the way through this massive palace, sort of guided by open doors and closed and barred doors to impede your movement. And it's very obvious that you've been led to this exact moment in time. And Goldar beckons you with his sword as you stand across from him.
All right. Well, before the inevitable throwdown, somebody explain the double Q.
Yeah, Q buddy, why the two of you?
I know this. I know this is like flow breaking, but can I just like get out a piece of duct tape and like attach like a strip to Q's helmet, like right in the dead center of his head?
He's got the robe. We're okay.
And then,
I do still have a robe on.
Where did you get the duct tape?
man, it's too early for this.
I love that you like, I'm sorry. You know, Cal has obviously seen the too many of these sort of fights where you've got the two different people that look exactly the same, and straight away he's like, no, we're not having this moment. It's just like, it's not coming off.
Frankly,
Okay, we know which one's our cue.
to 'Cause to be frank, I don't care why there are 2 Qs. I just need to know which one I'm hitting. Yeah. So initiative. I don't. Look, if some of you want to talk to them, go ahead.
I was gonna say Pete will turn to Q, but like, quick, tell me something only me and you know.
But like on private comms,
which
so no one
Q?
doesn't hear it. Jeez.
Which Q do you turn to?
RQ.
Okay, we're going to need some way of distinguishing who we're talking about.
Duct tape
above
Duct
Q.
tape Q. Duct tape Q.
There's Q, and then there's QE2.
When the third one comes in, we'll have Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
I'm already dead, guys.
Oh,
my
I'm
God.
sure I've got notes for this somewhere.
Guys, you have to lock it in. We have things to do.
Yeah. Well, Goldie, what's the deal? Who's this guy?
Who was that at?
I
Goldar?
believe it's a
Yeah,
Goldar.
Yeah.
How big is the like? Does the chandelier encompass the whole room, or is it just a very specific segment of the room?
The chandelier's in rough center of the room. Somebody's obviously had a bit of symmetry going on in there when they designed it and tried
Right,
to make it
right.
kind of nice and polished. It would create a space to sort of divide the room in two. It wouldn't strike anybody, but it would give you all something to separate behind, to hide behind, to shoot from, whatever it was that you needed. It wouldn't catch anybody from where it was. Maybe if
yet.
he was able to give it a bit of a shove to get some momentum going first.
Ask Goldar a question.
I just did.
No, that's
Yeah.
Back to that.
Goldar, with sword drawn and gesturing towards the Green Ranger, who is his best friend, of course, looks back over at you and you've got a Red Ranger. Now we do too.
Yeah, but yours looks the same.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
As you
Is the
Has to-
official response to that? Damn.
Well,
Sorry.
hold on. Are you telling me right now you have a crush on our boy here? And you made one?
Personally,
The comms Q just goes, that's kind of gross. I don't appreciate where this is going.
personally, I think I'm offended that they think the only difference between their lineup and ours was the Red Ranger.
Well, now we've got a
mean-
gold and we've got a yellow. He gestures at Scorpina. And we have a
That's
red.
not okay.
Yeah, no.
Yep, I think. Yep.
Mm.
considering how badly our red kicked your ass, I'm surprised you kind of modeled it after him.
And now he can kick your ass just as badly.
Yeah. You don't have one of me.
Oh, she's in the other room.
What?
Damn, really got you slipping, huh?
Fight.
Can we fight now?
I agree with this. Let's fight.
Yeah, I think I know Irita has headaches all the time now.
Goldar's the source of her headaches.
Yep.
Okay, questions for later. Butt kicking now.
Yep.
Duct tape Q will radio Pete and ask if he has the MGD.
Bro, you
Pete
know
will
what?
message back and tell him yes, of course.
To hand.
Always.
This might be a really bad idea. When I step across the front of you, pass it to me. I've got a plan.
Okay. Very quickly, above the table,
Yeah.
any of us can summon the MGD.
Can we?
Yeah. It's
No,
not just
I
me.
think
It's,
you could. I
Yeah,
no,
thought
no.
you
It's,
wanted to block it.
once it's
You really got to
in
read the
like
instruction
real
manuals. Then
space,
you went
it will
over.
be in real space. It can't be summoned.
yeah, it'd have to be passed to someone else.
But you can summon it.
Unless, of course, you dismissed it.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't
Yeah.
be in real space.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Sorry, I thought only you had. Anyway, so we have a magic
Pete-
pocket. Fantastic.
Pete will relay that. Like, dude, you can access it. You know.
Cool. Of course I knew that.
Oh my God, is he?
Throne.
Oh my God, is he the clone?
No, he's just not done this for over a month.
Because I know Q would absolutely have read the manuals I gave him.
I mean, he's such a book guy. I mean,
He certainly wouldn't ignore them. There's no way.
I'm sorry. The idea of Peter writing manuals is just
That would be the one thing that Peter is good at. When it comes to
Instruction manuals for his weapons of grid
There's-
destruction.
yeah, they're so technically detailed that no one can understand a word they say.
Sounds about right.
or they just like click on the thingy that's next to the what's it that looks like the other thingy. Not the one that looks like the doodah as previously covered in the other chapter.
As previously covered in chapter 1. Fiddling with the Hujima, what's it?
Yeah, don't fiddle with the Hujima what's it at any point in time.
Mhm.
Certainly not in public. One sec.
Yeah, initiative, or am I just gonna jump someone?
I'm just clarifying something, so I'm not sure what happens when there's two of me. Secrets or whispers?
Is it actually 2 of you? This is what I'm trying to ascertain.
Super secret squirrel stuff.
Above table, I can do the shooting. I'm very good at shooting.
I mean, Peter, here's the thing. Even if it is two of him, it doesn't matter because that's not our one.
Right,
Oh,
duct tape.
So duct tape Q is going to take this hood down because it's getting too warm in here.
And it's hiding the duct tape.
Yeah, it throws the cape off with the duct tape attached to it. Okay. Q will step forwards. Duct tape Q will step forwards. And with one hand kind of holding on to, with one hand behind his back, he'll summon the MGD from the secret magic pocket that he's had access to all this time, and he was absolutely aware of that from the beginning. And across the comms, you'll hear, "You are such fools.
God damn it.
Caught up in your petty lives. Over stakes of the game you're playing, oblivious to one another, pursuing time, collecting toys, making petty deals with lesser spirits. Your days numbered. I could on one climb. And at that moment,
What?
You notice evil other Q kind of swift and ninja bump from where he was standing, kind of behind Goldar, and he collides with Duct Tape Q. And a few things happen all at the same time. Oh, balloons happen. Apparently.
It's a party now.
Now the party has started. There's balloons. The MGD gets knocked from Duct Tape Q's hand and arcs into the air. Duct
I go
Tape Q is spun to face the party, you guys. And from the front of him, through his lower abdomen, erupts the dragon tail, which then arcs back round and goes back in through his lower chest cavity. It then comes back out through his shoulder and then goes, the point of it goes up through the base of the helmet. And the whole chain whip just crackles with electric and void damage just for a heartbeat. And then not Duct Tape Q takes an aggressive step backwards, draws a dragon tail back as it reforms, and Duct Tape Q falls to the ground in approximately 4 unequal pieces.
All right, I'm taking the one for this. The fuck?
Did you just kill Q?
I'm diving for the MGD.
I'm going to jump. I'm going to jump the current living Red Ranger.
Yeah,
So,
Pete instantly see red.
couple of things
Fly.
obviously happening here at the same time. Michael, make me an athletics or finesse check to try and catch the MDG for me as it's flying through the air. Panic and Michael, make me a finesse or might check against Q's toughness to see whether or not you can grab hold of him.
Right.
Oh, I'm not diving to catch him. I'm diving to strike him with my sword.
Same difference. See if you can
Yeah, the both of
strike
us
him.
are just attacking Q. Not Q.
Question: Would I
Q.
get to use any upshifts and whatnot from a standard attack that I would get, or is it just a might check?
A note for a standard attack: if you're attacking, go for attack.
I would like to spend. I would like to spend some money if you don't mind.
Yep.
Because I got some. I got some cash in the bank.
Okay, bear with me just 1 second. Let me just throw out the last bit. Sabina 4, Cassidy, make me a either cultures grid tech if you've got it.
I have grid
or-
lore.
Yeah, grid law, or
Okay.
alertness check, please.
All right, awesome.
If you want to use a story point, there's 6 of them. You've each got story points in there you can use. You're welcome to use.
I
I'm
will
gonna
use.
I'm going to use a story point to increase Q's toughness by 5 against each of these 2 attacks.
I'm not going
I'm
to
specialized.
That's a shame.
Yeah, why bother spending
I-
cash?
I can use a story point for. What is it called? Edge, right?
No.
Not
It's,
edge, specialization.
Specialization.
Specialization. I already have specialization for grid lore.
Yep, so just roll as flat then for me.
Oh, that's actually really good, but it's probably not going to hit. I rolled a 25, 19 plus 6. Didn't spend any cash, so I still have my PP.
No, close, like very close.
Any story points I could spend to lower his defense by 1 at this point? Or is that not? Is that just increase your own defense?
No,
Increase
only
your own.
increase your own, unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
I got a critical 14 for grid lore.
And we got a 3 for.
Yeah, hot 3. Yeah.
So, as this all unfolds,
Michael hasn't attacked yet. Or at least I don't think he has.
yeah, rolled a 24, which would
Yeah,
have been a
rolled
crit.
24.
Crit 24.
Oh, he
Yeah.
rolled a crit 24.
Yeah.
I rolled a 25 but didn't hit.
So, as this all unfolds, several things happen at once. Sarah goes for the MDG, which she sort of gets her fingers under, but manages to just sort of just about tap and send it tumbling across the floor safely
it.
so it doesn't break, but it slides across the floor so it lands touching this Q's feet between Q and Peter.
Does Peter notice this?
I will say you feel it hit you. Cal and Peter, you both charge in. You try to get your arms around him. You manage, but he just kind of shrugs you off. You feel like you grab a hold of him, but he just shrugs you off, almost throws you to the sides. Peter, as you go to attack him, you feel the sword catch and then deflect off the armor. Cassidy, the only one that takes a moment to stop and pause. You look at the body and you see, as everything's going on, that the red energy is already beginning to fade away. The coin is cracked and crumbling, and you recognize magic as the body is beginning
get
to pull itself back together.
I draw my sword and I put myself between Q's remains and everybody else to give it time to heal.
Before,
And I
like as you do, but before anybody can see what's going on, as the fighting is continuing, Goldar and Scorpina charge in. Goldar with his sword joins the fight on the Red Ranger's side. His sword swings wide and hard. It doesn't hit Peter, but it does slam against his own weapon, a jarring impact that sends vibrations up his arm. Scorpina's twin daggers are thrust at Sarah, keeping her off balance, pushing her back and away from the rest of the team. What do you want to do next?
Can I take this one? Cool. As like the clash with Goldar's sword and like they both kind of come away, as Pete like recoils back, he's gonna like dip down and like grab the MGD and like roll backwards to. He'll equip the MGD because it does just slide on over his hand and then stance up with the sword.
Okay. Cal,
Throw it to me.
do you throw it?
Yeah. Yeah, Pete will throw it over. Yeah, instead, all right, run it back a little bit. As Sarah will shout that as he kind of grabs the MGD, and as he kind of rolls back, he'll like sling it over to her.
Make me
Do I need
either
to
an
roll anything for that?
athletics or a targeting check. Either or.
I give him edge on this by body blocking anything that our enemies would do to stop it from reaching Sarah.
Oh, 100%.
At the cost of my own life.
I would say, in fact, if you body like attack Scorpina, I will say he won't need to roll for it because Scorpina's the one
Yeah.
that will. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You want me to roll for that? Like to
No, no,
attack
no.
her, or is
If
that
you want
just
to
a
spend your turn,
narrative?
like if you want to spend your actions in this to sort of attack Scorpina.
Yeah.
As we play this out.
I just imagine Cal flying in like what's the dance fighting called again?
Capoeira.
Specifically the power in
Oh,
the hip hop
Kido.
keto.
Oh, hip hop
Just
keto.
hip hop
I
keto
was
like
thinking of
break
Capoeira
Less
as well.
classy.
It's
Less
a lot.
classy.
coming in.
Cal is a lot more like Might Guy from Naruto. So as Scorpina would do anything to interrupt the flow of the MGD sliding to Sarah at a rate of 90 feet in 6 seconds.
Dynamic entry.
Dynamic entry.
just see Cal like legs flying as like Scorpina's just like oh.
As this happens and slows down and I get right in front of Q's body, pieces, remains, however you want to say it, I'm gonna go over the comms. I'm gonna be like, private comms. I'm gonna go, protect Q's remains, something's happening.
Use the duct tape.
Duct tape the Red Ranger together.
All right. Well, having caught the MGD, I'm gonna, as I'm doing a standing couple of just free no hands cartwheels away from Scorpina, slide this puppy on, and take a shot at Q. First, we're gonna raise my evasion because I moved.
Can I just ask at this point as well, can Brad like burst through the door? It's finally caught up.
He slams through the
This is
door. I
target.
have art now.
Brad can in fact, yep, and in fact, whilst Michael's rolling some dice, I'm going to use the story point again for the +5. But whilst Michael's rolling some dice, let's see if we can.
I think you have to beat a 26.
Let's see if we
Unless
can.
Matt just lied to me when he said I was close.
Brad does in fact have art now.
I'm gonna spend a story point for specialization.
He's torched Brad.
No.
I feel like we're just going to include Brad as a little.
Brad's art is awesome. The art department did a good job.
The art department did do a good job. He's just going to be a little
I
Brad
have-
token next to Michael.
iPad.
I don't think that hits.
You fire
No.
off, but as you do, Goldar's sword, the same sword you've seen redirect energy before, dips down and literally bats aside this blast, sending
Well,
it
it's a good thing I get.
up
It's a good thing I can shoot twice.
and into the ceiling where it
Oh shit.
explodes. The
Mm.
chandelier crashes down and dust explodes where masonry is shattered.
I immediately, as the chandelier starts ricketing and whatnot, I immediately throw myself over duct tape Q's remains. I am protecting our leader with everything I have.
I try again. Does 21 make it?
21 unfortunately does not make it. But as this fight has been going on, as the seconds pass by and churn into a solid minute, Peter, you watch as Q's fighting, as this Red Ranger is doing
Doing Red
some
Ranger things.
moves that you are very familiar with, because you've spent a long time training with Q over the years, and you are certain to your core that what you're looking at now, fighting against you, is Q.
That was just his
Is your
morphing
Red
shell that's
Ranger.
been destroyed.
The thing that stood with Goldar and Scorpina at the beginning of this fight, the thing that attacked the Red Ranger that you were with, is the Q you grew up with.
At that point, he will message, go on comms to Sarah, and be like, Sarah, pass me back the MGD. I have an idea. And he'll
I'm having
kind
a
of
bad time with it.
position himself ready to kind of catch it as he carries on watching Q. And he'll start in his head. He's postulating a theory, and I'm going to share the theory because, yeah. In my head, what's going on right now is that he possessed Q. What we saw get destroyed was just Q's morphing shell, and Q's actual body is in the possessed spirity one. So things and stuff, deactivate that, and yeah, Q will be fine. So yeah, Pete has a plan, and yeah, he'll share that information with Sarah and be like, swing me back the MGD.
I have no idea what you just said, but all right.
Jay, whilst all this is happening, whilst the
You better be
MDG
right.
is being thrown back and forth across the room like a football, whilst Goldar is defending him and Scorpina is clearing the room to leave him any opening he so desires, what does Q do?
I don't know, Matt. What does Q do?
Who would you
Does
have
it
Q
in
attack, if anybody?
right? Okay.
What would
So who's
Q
against
see
with
as the
who?
priority?
Um,
Scorpina is engaged with Cal currently.
Hmm.
Goldar is defending Q's body, the Red Ranger. Cassidy is defending another body on the floor.
Yeah.
Peter has the MDG and seems to be gearing up to shoot you with it. And Sarah's just thrown it back to Peter.
you can answer one or two to that.
2.
Okay. Um, probably go after Peter then.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Scott.
Thing. Friend against friend. Ugh. Hate it.
Right. Do I have any upshifts or anything?
You'd have the one for the electric.
Hmm.
I'm gonna use the story point to increase my toughness by 5.
Okay. I wanted to say that is the only one because the others would be based on different bits and pieces. You'd have the edge on speed attacks. So if it's finesse based,
Yeah. Ah, brain. So not that one, but that one. Yeah, that makes sense. So one for that. Edge. Yeah, that makes That is a 20.
No.
And then extra attack.
Oh no.
Are you
I have
spending
that, don't
another
I?
story point?
I don't want to waste them because
Wait,
people need bloomings.
Just wanted to check. Does that mean you spent 2 story points when me and Peter both
Yep.
attacked Cal? Okay.
Yep.
Go just checking. Want to make sure. Okay, so man, Q is a PowerPoint sponge.
Yeah, at the moment he is, yeah.
My man's eaten 3 of these cookies and he's still hungry.
Um, how would everyone else feel about me using a story point to defend Pete's booty?
I know other people needed the power bloom thing.
We're already
Yeah.
out of that anyway. We don't have enough now, so
No, we needed 5.
I've used one. Peter's.
Oh, did you use one?
Yeah, we've
thought-
used
no,
2 already. Yeah.
I thought we've only used 1 already. I mean, I'm
Torchlight,
okay with it.
Torchlight
Yeah,
gave
go
you
for it.
guys one to guard that booty, baby. Literally, to guard that booty,
Boo.
baby.
Thank you, Torch.
Pete's booty thanks you.
Booty, booty. Booty go thwack.
Well, I'm just drawing back to that conversation from earlier.
The conversation which went,
Is
which queue is the queue? Which queue is our queue? Is our queue this queue or this queue?
Which one is
That one,
picked
yeah.
up?
that
Q
is a
more.
critical 16.
No. I am okay.
Okay. As
Then he will ninja bump towards where Goldar is to share his target. Assuming he's within 20 feet.
yeah,
Cool.
as this all unfolds, the body that Cassidy is guarding literally pieces itself back together. And as she watches, she can see the void energy seeping out of the wounds as they re-seal themselves. It rises upwards, charges into the melee, and slams bodily into the other queue. So they are one Red Ranger morphed, one Red Ranger slightly purplish sheened, unmorphed, head to head.
Wait, so just Q, unmorphed Q.
Covered in void energy.
And duct tape.
I duck. Can I do a scan of the void energy?
Yep.
So would that be gridlore?
Yeah.
Because would that be gridlore or science?
I would say cultures if you're trying to remember anything, science if you're trying to
Yes.
use technology to try and figure it out.
I'm gonna say it's science to try and get a read on it, see what's that.
What is
Yeah.
it?
I'm gonna what is I want to see what readings are coming off of this void energy. 15.
This is pure, unfiltered, 100% void energy seeping out from all of the holes that Q put in, for lack of a better term, because it's already been coined, Nega Q's body.
Can I tell if this is good or
But
bad?
this is bad. Void energy in of itself is Dark Spectre's domain.
Yeah.
The fact that this thing is just pumping it out left, right, and center.
This is not natural.
No.
I'm assuming. This is not a good.
This is magic falling apart in on itself.
So this is magic falling apart in of itself, which means Rita, which means this is bad, which means no more protecting, which means I can kill it. Or at least restrain it. Void energy, bad, bad. I say over comms.
Who's next?
Suppose I'll take it. If I'm understanding, actual Q has not said a word yet, correct?
I mean, neither of the Qs have spoken since Q bisected Q.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going at Robe Q, aka Duct Tape Q, aka Actual Q.
AKA Nega Q.
Or no, wait, actual. There's so many. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so for
Okay.
ease of clarification,
Yeah, not Nega Q.
Nega Q is the one leaking the void energy.
Yeah, not Leaky Boy.
Red Ranger Q is the one still
Yeah.
morphed.
Yeah, I'm going to scream 2 words at Robe Q. Say something, and they're both attacks. I'm targeting willpower.
At which Q, sorry? The one that's still morphed or the one that isn't?
Ranger Q.
Ranger Q.
Ranger Q.
Yeah,
Okay.
not Nega Q.
he still has clothes.
Hey, Jay, this is on you.
All
So,
my fault. Yeah.
so
God damn it, Jay! You had one
drown,
not to make.
drown in your confusion and then maybe explain it to the rest of us.
Okay. Oh,
Critical 24.
How is Q's willpower?
about as good as you'd imagine his book smarts to be.
I don't think anybody's willpower here is 24.
And critical 20. Does the 24 double your willpower? Probably not, but
It shouldn't.
If it does,
Why
I'm
the hell would it
terrified
be
now.
2?
yeah. So that's
You-
4 damage total. Or no, hold on. I get plus 1. That is 6 damage total. I'm good at math.
23,000 damage total.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah,
million.
literally just say something.
Take 5,000 damage to your life.
And you take 6.
Q puts himself face down in the graveyard. Um,
Well, that worked, I guess. Now we can't say anything at all.
I think if it's okay with Matt narratively, then what happens is he grabs hold of his helmet, screams, and then just hits the deck.
You know the question you asked me before where I answered 1 or 2?
Yeah.
1.
Okay. But is it still conscious?
You can act as if not defeated by
Ooh.
spending a story point.
That's a thing. Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. Remind me how that rule works.
You can literally act as if not defeated. Spend your turn by spending a story point.
Ooh. Is that one of your story points or one of our story points?
I
Yeah,
will say
that's what I
for
was
this
about to
purpose
ask.
now, because it's 1, I'm going to say your story points.
And when you went unconscious or defeated, did you stay morphed?
That's what I was thinking I was going to be told, that I either have to like have 1 hit point and be conscious.
I thought you were demorphed. Nega Q
Yeah.
is unmorphed right now, isn't he?
He didn't attack Nega-Q, he attacked the morphed Q.
Ah,
So when you
A little
can
too
go
good.
to I'm trying to remember this. You can go down to 1 health.
Let me see.
Have you got it in front of you?
I will in just a second. Yes.
You can be 1
Because this is
health
the one that we actually
You
demorph.
could
never
be
get
1
to
health,
because nobody
demorphed,
ever
and
loses a fight
unconscious.
anymore.
You may choose to avoid defeat by automatically returning to your natural form, unconscious and at 1 health.
Mhm.
So you can
So it
take
sounds like you're
defeat.
morphed.
So you could take defeat,
Yeah.
remain morphed, and then spend a story point to act as if not
And a story
defeated.
point. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that one then, Matt. I'll spend a story point
Okay.
and act as if I'm not defeated on 1 health.
but that's one of
In which,
Yep.
our story points, yeah?
Yep.
yeah, in which case
Yep.
I'm on 1 health.
I don't know
Panic's
what's
coming for you
happening.
now.
There, man.
He stole my lunch. It's not good enough that he's stolen the Red Ranger. He's now stole my lunch money. Uh, Currently morphed Q. Clutches his where you would imagine his ears are under his helmet and screams. It probably peeks out the mics and the headsets and drops down to one knee. One or two, Matt?
One.
Oh, okay.
The whole
Um,
time, as after this attack for this whole thing, you're at one.
Okay, cool. And then just stops and puts his hands on the ground and seems to be trying to catch his breath.
Talk to us.
Watching this over the comms to everyone on the team, but so no one else can hear it. People say, "Stop attacking Q." I have a theory. Try and keep Goldar and Scorpina busy. Let me deal with Q. And then, for story purposes, can I use my lightning dash, like my attack thing, but to use it to move to just start dashing around the room really fast? Because it's technically an attack. What I'll do as I'm running is like throw rocks up in front of me to target, while everyone else is doing their thing.
For,
Just so literally, I'm just a lightning bolt running around the room at the moment,
for what purpose?
just to watch as things unfold to pick the right moment.
So you just want to watch and see? I wouldn't say you'd need to use your thing. If you just want to sort of move yourself around the room, you can just sprint around the room. You'll get the same amount of
I meant
movement.
just to give it a bit more
Yeah,
flavor.
Yeah, if you want to
So I am just
appear
the
like
lightning
a
bolt.
lightning bolt.
Like the speedster thing where you just like
Zoom,
make the
zoom,
funnel and it's
zoom,
like attack
zoom.
Yeah.
from the funnel.
And then I will command the dragon over a private channel to get into position.
Make me the technology tech for commanding Brad. He says, because I don't think. Oh no, 1 second, because you've got. No, yeah, make me the technology check for commanding Brad.
Yep. It's technically outside of his repertoire. 19?
Yeah.
Cool.
A smaller version of the Dragon Zord comes stomping into the room.
Oh, and as he comes in, he dives down onto all fours and starts running in the opposite direction to Pete, towards Q, like round the outside.
So they're flanking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nega-Q stands over still currently morphed Q, kind of grabs the helmet and just slams a fist into it.
Okay.
And where
No.
he does, there are
Yeah.
spider webs, cracks where the void energy of just hitting and cracking.
Now that I know what Nega Q is, I'm going to run up. I'm going to throw an arm over Nega Q. I'm going to throw him back as far as I can get him from everybody else because he's radiating so much void energy. And I'm going to just get him away from everybody because he is just so toxic. Just shoulder him away from everybody and especially Q.
Make me either a might or finesse check. Your call.
Will do, boss. It's going to be finesse because I don't have might.
Whilst this is going on, Cal, how is your fight going against Scorpina? Make me a attack roll if it's still going on. If you are, if you're not interested in fighting Scorpina, you tell me what you're doing.
Holy shit. 22.
Okay. You and Scorpina are clashing backwards and forwards. She seems to be drawing you a bit closer towards a door to the left of the room that is shut, away from the chandelier, away from everything that's going on. As she's kind of stepping backwards away from your attacks, she's just seems to be stepping towards one direction. Please, nobody make a
Okay.
joke about that. I
I'll
appreciate.
just laugh at it instead.
Okay, I appreciate you all for not doing that.
In that case, I'm gonna just stop completely.
Your 22 does strike her, and as it does, she clutches her midriff where you've sort of managed to hit her, and sort of looks down at you, and her more predatory face is revealed. This lovely, innocent-looking woman, this mask that she's wearing, kind of crumbles. Clawed fingers lance out at you, and she is going to try and respond. And I say
Can
try
I take an
because,
extra attack?
yeah, go for it. I say
Because I
try
have it, may as well spend it.
because we all know
Here's
how
the
bad
thing,
it
though. If I'm being like led in one direction, the thing I want to do instead of continuing to fight her is just stop and like then become reactionary.
Yep.
If she tries to move toward any of my allies, I'm going to intercept. But other than that, I ain't moving. I ain't doing shit.
I can't blame you.
Ugh. Nope. 7.
I mean, I got an 11 with a critical on the 4 if an 11 manages to hit you, Cal.
It very much does not.
Yeah, I didn't think it would, oddly enough, but she takes a step back, evading your second attack, and then walks backwards, never taking her eyes off of you, reaches behind her, pushes a door open. Make me an alertness check. Just Cal.
Five.
As the door opens, she slides through a small gap, and you just hear chanting in a female voice. You can't make out any of the words, but you have heard the voice before on TV, if nowhere else. Rita Repulsa is through the door. And she is up to no good on the other side.
God dang it.
Problems for later.
Sarah.
Right. Well, plan A didn't work very well. So I suppose plan B is just scream at Goldar a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't double crit him. I'm going to be so disappointed.
I'm gonna try real hard.
Me too. Okay, me too, guys.
And we are going for willpower.
I figured.
It's only one special alert.
I know.
Yeah. 26, not crit, but what?
Could do better.
Yeah, you could do better. I mean, you've still succeeded, but
Yeah.
Christ, no crit.
Is that double our dog
No,
boys?
no,
willpower?
fortunately not.
Okay.
Okay, I was concerned as I was opening it up. I was just like, Christ, what is his willpower? No, you didn't double it. Fortunately,
Yeah.
as you scream,
Jeez. Well, that's 2 damage.
he turns his gaze on you, his sword drawn, his lips peeled back in rage, his teeth bared, and that mechanical arm does a whole 360 degrees, spinning the sword round.
Oh my god, he's General Grievous.
Damn.
Have you got another attack on Goldar, or
That was the second one missed. There was a 12.
Second one
Well,
missed.
I assumed 12 misses.
Yeah. Fortunately,
Yeah.
a 12 does in fact miss. Yeah. Thankfully.
Wait,
Jesus.
maybe I can fix this. Hold on, I can re-roll things. I keep forgetting I have powers and things that do stuff. So that is now 5 higher. So that becomes a 17.
That does hit, unfortunately.
Okay. So 4
His
damage total.
yeah,
Yay.
Goldar, his lips peel back even further. He lets out a bestial rage of roar. And the sword, after it finishes spinning, the arm just points forwards right at you. The blade passing,
Here
I'm
we
going to
go.
say like half a foot just past the 2 Qs. So like Qs are here and the sword is just on the other side.
Did I
Cassidy,
get
what was your roll for me?
15? I put it in chat.
15.
15 finesse.
Unfortunately, you grab a hold of Nega Q, you go to pull him back, but he pushes you off with his elbow as he swings his arm back and oh, Jay?
No, I was gonna. For when you finish.
Okay, swings his arm back and slams it back down.
I don't like this. I'm going to try again.
Roll me another one.
I don't like you. You're being mean to me. I'm
I
sorry,
don't
I'm not
like
getting my dice.
either of these currently. Both cues are in the book.
Both Qs are in the auto page of the book.
That's lower. I got an 11.
Unfortunately not. He yeah. As he's just
I'm very
punching into
mad.
the helmet, these shockwaves of void energy are just bouncing back as the two
Oh,
are kind
what
of
do I have
colliding.
for this? Okay. I'm just gonna look at all my shit.
Okay. Jay.
Hmm. Whilst Cassidy is distracting the other queue.
Wait, how many Qs are we on?
Other cue.
Just hitting my back.
Too many.
Yeah, there are too many. Where they were pounding the back of it sounds awful, where they were smacking
Punching?
my helmet, that's the word, yeah. Did you say that the helmet was cracking? Or was it just the effect of
The
the energy
effect, like
dissipating over
almost
it?
like shockwaves of energy is crashing through it, but the helmet itself isn't breaking. It's more like it's where the void energy is trying to break through the armor.
Cool. In which case, Q will pop its helmet off and go to smack Q, currently engaged with Cassidy, around the head with
With
his
the
helmet
helmet.
as the weapon.
I kind of, as soon as you
You!
said pops the helmet off, I'm like, he getting hit with a helmet.
I love
Does
that.
his face look weird or anything?
Does his face look weird?
Does he have like dark side bags through his eyes? Like,
Does he have a scar?
He has a full neck
Does he have a
tattoo.
mustache or a beard?
Yeah.
Goatee?
Yeah, somebody's got Sharpie and drawn on like glasses and a lightning bolt. Yeah, I don't know. Is there a role involved in that, Matt,
I
or
would
is it just
say if you're okay, I would say he
yeah?
looks tired, like his eyes are slightly sunken, his cheeks are just a little bit. He doesn't look like he's eaten or slept in a couple of days. At least not well.
I will embellish slightly further. He looks ashen and kind of his skin is pallid. There are streak marks down his face, which you would expect to see if somebody had been crying and unable to get to their own face to wipe their tears. His eyes are sunken. They have very dark black rings around them, as if he hasn't slept in a long time, and he is past the point of physical exhaustion, but is somehow still going. His hair is battered. It's sweaty and grim. He's not looking at all good.
All right, well, now I feel bad.
Goes the helmet.
Go ahead and make me that attack roll. And whilst you're making that attack roll, yes, Michael.
At that point, as like Q swings and hits the other Q with the house, um, at that moment, Pete will signal the Dragon Zord, and if you will allow it, he will sit. Because as far as I'm aware, the only person I've ever done this to is Q. He will tell the Dragon Zord to equip to the Q that just took the helmet off, and then tell it to dead weight and shut down to lock him in place, so that he can't move.
Interesting. So, first of all, Q, what's your attack roll on other Q?
20.
20. I think you know that's not going to hit.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I think you know that's not going to hit.
Oh, I've got extra attack though.
Yep.
Ah.
I'm.
Has anybody damaged him yet?
Mm-mm.
No. Damn.
I mean,
Why am I so good?
I suppose.
I mean, he's already
technically-
technically damaged.
Yeah, I was going to say technically you did.
You did.
Oh, so I do get an upshift. Another upshift.
Technically.
Technically.
So that would have been 21. But my
Just
second
still not enough.
attack
Red Ranger
will
bias.
be even worse. Yeah. No.
As you slam the helmet into Nega Q,
Mhm.
it hits. It doesn't seem to hurt him at all, but every hit of the helmet leaves behind a explosion of void energy that just travels further up his face. And then Brad slams into you, turns into a full suit of armor, and shuts down, so you slam into the ground. In that
And I'm
instant,
right there, so I'm like, oh.
Nega Q takes the initiative and comes flying back at you.
Can Pete still act?
Yeah?
At that moment, as Nega Q is about to react, Pete will shout to Cassidy to get out of the way, and he'll dive out of like his little lightning arc straight at Nega
I
Q,
like that,
landing on
sorry.
top of him. Straight on top of Nega Q, forcing him down on top of the Q that's in the dragon armor. And if you allow it, I will spend as much personal power as possible, forcing it into the MGD. And at close range, I will shoot both of them.
I mean, how much personal power do you want to force into it?
All of it.
What will the MGD do to Brad?
He's not a ranger, so he should be fine.
Brad will be
He's a
okay.
robot. Yeah, he'll be fine.
We hope.
If not, I can fix him.
I
And
can fix him.
I
Millions of
can
people
fix
say
him.
across the world.
Where is my personal power now on this new character sheet?
It should be under gear. Nope.
Um,
Combat.
Powers.
Combat or
Ah,
powers.
It's in powers now. I will force 6 out of my 7 personal power into them.
That's a lot of personal power.
Mm-hmm.
You
As you see, just like green lightning sparking from the MGD.
you know what? You tell me.
Oh God, no! I don't exactly know how this is meant to go.
Okay. You
You go and I'll elaborate.
you fire the MDG point blank range, essentially, into this massive
You pile.
limbs. I was trying to think of a way
as
that made it sound less creepy. We're gonna stick with
I think it
massive
sounded like
limbs.
melange of cues.
Yeah.
But with
And
some with cues. What's a collective name?
you've tried it before on other rangers. They've tried it on you. Everything's been fine.
Pete's reasoning for, by the way, overloading it is because, as far as he's concerned, Sarah hit with the MGD, but it didn't do anything. So it needs more power.
You fire, it hits, and in response, as Negaque is caught up in this wave of energy, every part of the void energy that's been leaking out of him, all of the power that has been just turning his whole body into this zombie looking thing, explodes outwards.
Knew it. Sorry, that's my one. That's the one.
Can you
We didn't
all
hear it. We just got muted. So you're safe.
can you all make me either I say all, can Cal, Sarah, and Cassidy make me either an athletics or a uh
I told them to get out of the way.
acrobatics
I was
check?
so close by. Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah, I'm gonna say upshift for Cassidy, edge for Cal and Sarah.
Upshift for me. Got it.
I'd like to say, as like Pete
That's what we have
fires
in
it off,
acrobatic.
I roll with snag. Does that mean it's just a straight roll?
If you
No,
roll
because
with
you
snag, you
you
still
gotta.
roll with snag, but you would
Snag with an upshift.
yeah.
All right.
Did you
yeah,
say
I'd like to say,
one second? One
as
second, Michael. Just one sec. Did you say 19 panic?
I said 19 and I typed 19.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry. Brilliant. Sarah got 24.
Critical 24.
Show off.
All the
He's
backflips.
gone.
Sabina looks like she's about to give me bad news.
So, if anybody wouldn't mind me spending a story point,
do it.
I would like to use my I believe is it mending
The one that lets you re-roll a
my
failed skill
mending the
check
grid
with,
so I can spend a story point and
yeah.
re-roll the failed skill test. And then it gives me two bonus gives me two upshifts.
Go for it.
Yeah, seems good.
Thank you.
Out of
'Cause
curiosity,
I rolled
what
a
was
one.
you rolled a
Hey, that's better. And then I roll a d6 because it gave me an upshift. Hey, that's a critical 18.
fantastic.
And that was on that one that I can't remember the snag.
You all three of you managed to get out of the way, warned by Peter far enough back that two of you are mostly out of the sort of explosion, but you see essentially blades of void energy just flying through the air, slicing through everything they touch, including into the walls, the ceiling.
Goldar and Scorpina.
Scorpina's
Goldar
out
and
of the room.
Scorpina. Scorpina is out of the room.
But
Goldar
she's at
does
the
get
doorway.
struck by two of them, and then in a rage teleports away.
Oh, look at that. Handle gold off for once as well.
Oh, sorry, wrong person.
I softened him up.
I like that. I softened him up. What was you going to say, Michael?
Oh, so I was gonna say, I like that just as Pete's about to like fire the MGD over the intercom to Q, he's just like, "Don't worry, buddy, I'll get you out of there no matter what." And then just, boom. Yeah, and then as you said, things and stuff happen, and it's not gonna be a good day.
As the smoke clears from the explosion, there is only one Q left. The one that looks like he's
Very sleepy.
very sleepy, past the point of exhaustion, past the point of hunger, past the point of just needing a good nap and a hug.
Is he still in the dragon?
He
He needs to
is
bath first.
in Brad,
Excellent.
but you cannot see any part of the red armor that he wore as the ranger. As the
Where's
smoke
Peter?
has cleared, however, laying on the floor just next to Q is a robotic hand clutching Goldar's sword.
Okay.
He teleported away and forgot his hand and sword.
The void blades may have
Oh, yeah.
Finally
disarmed
took an
him.
arm.
Now he's gotta get a new one again.
The teleporter only takes organic matter. It had to be left behind.
Matthew, where's Peter?
Where's Peter? Peter's there. He's okay, mostly.
Mostly.
Peter's got a crack in the helmet and he's missing an eyebrow.
5 seconds later, he falls down from the ceiling.
Yeah, he's
Sounds
just
about
like,
right. Yeah.
"Bonk."
Okay.
Fine.
Seeing that Peter's mostly okay, I run over to Q.
Yeah,
No.
and you'll see Pete is like on basically just smoking away as the dragon shield just kind of cracks and starts crumbling a little bit. Yeah, he's having a bad day.
Did Scorpina also nope out with Goldar?
Scorpina had walked out of the room when she was
Yeah.
fighting Cal. She'd walked
Yeah.
out into a room that Rita seemed to be chanting from.
Okay, she's all right.
So just to clarify,
I'm gonna go trigger a trap.
it's not a trap if you know about it. It's a face-off. So just to clarify, am I still inside Brad?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
You are still inside Brad.
And if Pete is still conscious, he will like reactivate Brad so that you can move.
I would say that Pete is still conscious, but just to elaborate a little bit, Pete's dragon shield has cracked, like huge cracks, spider webbing the whole way down. His armor is leaking energy out of it. His whole grid shell looks like it could go at any moment. And the rest of you, go ahead and make me an alertness check.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage. Yay for keen eyes.
I'm going to send you a message.
Who?
Michael.
Yeah. Critical 22, baby.
God damn, I roll like shit today. Wrong one.
Panic, Cal?
Yeah, can I go trigger the trap now?
Yeah, are you doing an alert? Just out of curiosity, are you doing an alertness check for, like,
Or what?
I just said about
Look, a
rolling the
door-
alertness check?
Oh,
A door was opened. A door was opened. A scorpion slid in, and Rita's chanting down the hallway.
You
Nope.
just
Very
going straight
obviously
ahead?
a trap.
Okay.
I'm going to go trigger
Yeah.
the trap. So yeah, I'm gonna go jump Rita Repulsa now.
Okay. You jump
Are you
through.
going to tell anyone else you're doing that?
No, that's fine. You jump through. I'm going to send you a message. Bear with me a second. Because you're the only one
Peter,
that's
the
going to
thing
see
I
what
the thing I
happens.
say over comms is triggering a trap BRB.
What? Damn it! No.
what? No, wait, God. That is Cassidy's
fast.
message.
I am too fast for any of you to catch me.
I know, that's irritating.
I will only get faster.
I need to.
Yeah. Listening to Dragula while this sequence has been going on is insane.
Will a 21 catch Cal at any point? Evasion, toughness.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah? Okay.
He is but soft and squishy.
Just clothesline as you go through the door. Just
He falls over the step that's in the doorway.
You know what?
Step rolled a 21 to hit me? That's insanity.
As you open
Stepped
the
up.
door, do you step through or just like open it to look through?
I mean, when did the door close?
She closed it behind her. She literally opened it enough to step through and shut it behind her.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna kick the door
I'm
open.
just gonna kick it open. When you do, Scorpina on the other side, just straight away, her boomerang comes like upwards and smacks straight into your armor, and you will take
20 damage.
no.
83 damage.
Fine. The E20 equivalent to 20 damage. I take 4 damage and thus am useless forever.
You will take 2 points of sharp damage.
May as well have killed me.
Can you all tell me what your alertness checks were? Michael
I
first.
believe I had a critical 22.
Critical 22. Sabina.
Yeah.
16. Crit.
Jay?
16.
I'm assuming I didn't alert this because I'm face down in a dragon at the moment.
Oh, if you're face down, no, you do not alertness. Sarah, you see as the message comes through, as you're sort of looking at what's going on and everything, as the dust has cleared, you see Q on the floor surrounded in armor that you've never seen before, but it looks to be good. It looks to be a good thing. Fingers crossed. Cassidy, you also see this. He also seems to be alive, so plus, win. But Sarah, you see the dragon coin in Peter's armor. There is a crack running the whole way down it.
What did you do?
What's going on? What happened? Peter, are you okay?
So,
I'm
Sarah's.
fighting Scorpina.
You're fighting Scorpina.
Yeah, you hold her off. We got things to do.
Fact, so can I just... We haven't had an initiative order, so can I just, like, keep doing that? I don't know what...
Narratively, so just stepping back for a second, sort of. Whilst Cal is fighting Scorpina, which you can see, he's in the doorway. There is light, flickering light, moving through different hues. Hues, not cues. We've still only got one of those, just for the record. Moving across a spectrum of lights in the room that sort of backing Cal. So you can see his shadow, you can see Scorpina's shadow, you can see this giant boomerang she is trying to use to ward Cal off with.
Some of the banter that you hear as we fight is Cal going, "Your theming doesn't make any sense."
I mean, he's not wrong.
Of all the weapons the myriad of scorpions have, at no point
Boomerang.
do they do anything resembling this.
Maybe she's an Australian scorpion from Korea.
Wrong again. They may not have tails, but all they do is grab things with big ol' arms.
Maybe it's supposed to be
Australia?
pincers.
Anyway, yeah.
In what world? It's like just
I
fight
don't
it.
know.
Just me and Scorpino arguing
Yeah.
about her theming as we try to kill
She's
each
like,
other.
she's got this boomerang that she's like trying to ram into you now to try and act as if it is a pincer because she's actually affronted by your accusations.
She's like, it's like a tail, but I've taken it off. You
She's
see, it's-
bending her boomerang.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hinged.
Yeah. If I get two, it's like scissors.
Whilst this is
Hey.
going on, whilst this
Yeah.
combat is unfolding, what are the rest of you doing? Are you running to join
Yeah,
in? Are
so-
you
Yeah, I'm moving up to Q, pulling out my med kit. And Neil, hey,
The dragon, because Q's still currently inside of like
Yeah.
mini dragon. After the initial explosion has gone off, it kind of scrabbles forwards once he has control of it. It's trying to stand, trying to get away in almost uncoordinated panic, and then he kind of is ejected from it in an ungainly fashion, and he kind of tumbles and scrabbles out to the floor. It kind of scoots back a bit, I guess, for the sake of stuff up against, kind of into the corner of a wall, or at least so his back's pressed against the wall, and just turns to try and take in what just happened. Kind of looking down and seeing that he is no longer morphed, and he is just in his rather not raggedy looking, but well worn, like street clothes, and just not good. His hands are charred and blackened. He facially looks as I explained earlier, and he is, generally disheveled.
hey. All right. You apologies for wrecking your face there a minute ago.
What?
Exactly. Don't hit me. I'm gonna patch you up.
He is just silently watching Sarah with this distrust in his eyes that she's not seen before.
All right. Well, now I have to. While I'm patching him up, I'm gonna roll an insight check.
Okay.
Oh, Matt, can't hear
as soon as you said that, I was like, we are gonna get an insight check.
you.
I mean, it's Sarah.
Yeah.
Nah, 13.
What does that go against?
Willpower or cleverness?
Okay. It doesn't make either of them, but he's not
Okay.
trying to hide or conceal anything. Guidance?
I will say, like you're not sure if one way or the other, but he doesn't look distrustful. He doesn't look like you should distrust him. He just looks like he doesn't really know whether or not to trust what he's seeing.
All right. Obviously, you've been through some shit. We'll talk. We gotta get out of here before we can talk about it, though. There's still a Tommy here somewhere. And yeah, 1 hit point. Whee! I don't think we have much time for more than that, but
Yeah, at that point, Pete will like standing there smoldering, like trying to keep to his feet, will kind of look over at the door, look back to Q and be like, guys, I'm sorry, Cal needs help. And we'll just lightning dash it.
No,
Uh,
no. I
No.
grab him by the arm.
he's lightninged. He's gone.
No.
Cal is on his own. He needs
No.
backup.
Cal can hold himself. Cassidy grabs you by the arm and then slaps a med patch on you and heals you. No, slaps 2 and heals you for 2 points of damage because you need it, mother effort.
Well,
Does that mean Scorpina gets 2 more attacks on me?
I'll confirm with Matt, but I'll say while Pete is healed within himself, his armor doesn't change.
Roll me. So I did only just send it to be fair, but roll me an initiative check, Panic, for Cal.
Seven.
Fantastic. I'm just going to use this and then change it afterwards because that'll be easier to get you onto the tracker.
Ha.
That is hilarious. I also rolled a 7.
Rolled a 7.
What are the
Magic.
odds of that? I rolled your initiative on Foundry to get it
See
onto
it.
the track and got a 7.
That's hilarious.
What I will say
Scorpina
is
and Cal literally fighting blow for blow.
everybody has a round's worth of action. So if you want to heal Peter, you can heal Peter, but it'd be one for 1 health.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, I will heal Peter for 1 health before he lightnings off to fight with Cal, to help fight Cal.
I will just straight up lightning lance Scorpina in the face if I'm able to hear.
Roll me initiative. Let's see if you go first.
Oh, probably not, because Pete does not have much initiative. Oh, well, I rolled a 15 on the D20, so 17.
That is going to be a no in terms of going first.
You're close.
You are close, but it's going to be a no in terms of going first.
I go before Scorpina though, right?
No.
Didn't she get a
No.
No, he rolled for me because he needed something to put me on the initiative tracker. It's just that
Oh, okay.
when I was rolling for me, we both got 7. That's
Sorry,
why
I didn't have the
What
have
did
the
you
combat
get?
tracker open.
Did you get a 17, did you say?
Yeah. Did you roll a 17 for Peter as well?
he did.
Guys, I don't like this.
It's dangerous. I don't like this.
I don't like this at all.
They're listening.
The dice are listening.
All right. Is this action another action? Can I heal Q again?
I will say, essentially,
Or
what you did just a moment ago, like when you did the first one, that was when when everything first happened, when Cal got hit the first time. Everything you're doing now, so everything we're talking about at this instant is this
Can
round.
we collect story points on fumbled initiative checks?
No, because there's no
Check.
difficulty. You
Damn,
can't
that
fumble it.
sucks.
But it's so thematic that Q would roll 4 initiative right now.
He's
I
down for
suppose
the
I should
count,
roll
guys.
into this right now.
So where are we up to?
What are you doing with your turn? For
Me.
Sarah,
Uh,
are you going to roll initiative too? You join the initiative tracker? Cassidy,
Might as well.
do you want to roll
Yes, I
initiative
am.
for me too then? So you've spent your action to heal Peter.
I'm gonna heal Q again.
But at least we'll know where everybody's going to be going. So,
I forgot how to do initiative for a second.
if you
I remembered.
click on the initiative, like the dice next to your initiative number, it should roll it.
No, I think I have to. There we go.
Okay. So the lovely Scorpina, who is kind of blocking the doorway at the moment, trying to keep everybody out, she glances behind her And Cal, now that you're there, now that you've got the doorway open, now that you're sort of face to face with Scorpina, you can see that Goldar is in the room, missing his robotic hands and sword. There's like a cut diagonally across his hand where the void blade just sort of cut through it. You can see.
Ordered like 7 feet.
Say again.
You teleported like 7 feet.
He can teleport up to 150 foot. He just didn't teleport very far. He went to join his master and mistress because also in the room is a tall, imposing man. At least he looks vaguely male because all you can see is muscle, red, raw, encased in silver, sections of armor running down the lengths of his arms, his chest, his legs, holding a staff capped with the letter Z, and a helmet encasing his head. He and Rita stand in the middle of a circle, and all around the circle are items floating. You see a staff a couple of feet tall that you remember from a museum a while back that the Titanium Ranger managed to snatch. You see other items that the demons offered over in exchange for their services. But more importantly, and interestingly to you, because of your own personal quest, in the middle of this circle, you see a Zeo crystal. A whole cluster of this perfect, radiant light that is just shining through all of this spectrum. And then, chained in a corner, you see Tommy. I think you might be muted.
Am I muted? Can you
Oh,
not hear
you're good
me?
Not
now.
anymore.
Here you now.
I'm waiting for you to say Tommy who. I think that's what you said.
No, I said Tommy is not the focus of this ritual. He's
Nope.
just off in the corner.
He is just off in the corner.
All right, so just I need to say it so I can cement it in my own brain. Ritual happening. Zed, Rita doing ritual. Ritual. Big circle. Circle is comprised of things stolen and magic items and whatnot.
Yep.
MacGuffins doesn't matter. Center of ritual. Bunch of Zeo crystals.
It's like one large cluster of Zeo crystal, just all intact. But yep.
Okay. I'm gonna ask my resident parasite. How fast can you absorb Zeo crystal? How fast can you do it?
It's more that it absorbs me, I suppose. It sort of stabilizes the energy inside, but it would depend on the connection I could forge. Days minimum, years maybe.
Not ideal. And I'm gonna keep fighting Scorpina, but it's not my turn yet. That's just what I see.
Yep. So Scorpina is going to launch a concentrated series of lightning bolts, which will attack everybody. Everybody
Your
within.
skill set makes no sense.
I know. I was just looking at that and thinking that makes no sense, but okay. Scorpina is essentially going to unleash lightning on everybody. Everybody within a 35 by 35 foot area. So anybody that has approached the door in any way, shape, or form, or is moving
So
to
at this
approach the
point,
door.
is it because Peter hasn't rolled damage for his lightning attack yet, so
No.
that's gonna happen on his turn.
Yep.
So yeah, so it's just me.
Yeah, because I literally just
No one else
stood
has
up.
approached him.
I would say
No one else has.
you.
It's just me.
I would say
I
you.
stood up from the center of the room.
Yeah,
This is the
it's
problem
just
with
going to be
theater of
just
the
you.
mind.
But on the plus
Yeah,
side,
so
it
yeah,
is
'cause
against your
you
evasion
moved to a
defense.
corner and I went to Q.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
against
all
your
of them are
evasion
somewhere
defense.
else. I mean, that's great. You're still gonna hit me.
Uh we don't know that. This your
Fairly
evasion's
sure.
pretty high. You have got a story point as well if you want to use it.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. That is
You
a
are going to hit
16.
me. So remember when I said you were going to hit me?
Yeah.
I lied.
Yeah, so I thought you did, because that is definitely not high enough to hit you. But she unleashes just static electricity that just bursts outside everywhere. But as the electricity explodes around you, you feel compelled to move away from it, and you are pushed outside of this area. So you're essentially 35 feet back from Scorpina,
Pushed me
which
35 feet?
which for normal
Jesus.
people would be an issue. For Cal, that's just like, you know,
Look, any attack that moves someone 35 feet is crazy.
yeah.
That's insane.
But Cal's just like, yeah, and that's on a miss, just for the record.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
like I said, that's bust. I love that. That's great. So useful.
But yeah, which would bring us to your turn.
No, it doesn't. I
Oh no,
rolled
it
real
doesn't. It
bad.
doesn't bring you to your turn. My apologies.
I
It
rolled
brings us
so
to
badly.
Pete's turn, I believe.
Indeed. Sorry, I was just seeing how the hell do I roll initiative with the dragon? Ah, there it is.
The dragon isn't. The dragon is basically armor at this point. It doesn't have.
I thought Q had taken him off.
Yeah, keep taking them off.
Oh, you keeping him off?
I'm going to go into battle.
Yeah.
Is he going to look? A lot of people rolled initiative, and I feel like that's my fault because I just wanted me and Scorpina fighting in the background while narrative stuff happened.
In that case, then, yeah, I'm going to try and lightning punch her in the face with my sword.
Go ahead and make your attack roll for me.
Punch her with a sword.
And I'm going to use one of my
Question.
story points to increase her defense by 5.
My coin being cracked and whatnot, is that going to cause any negative effects of me trying to use my powers?
You don't have any power points.
I don't need any power
No,
points.
but that is a negative effect.
How many story points have you spent so far? Because it's a lot, but it's not all of them.
It is not all of them. You are correct.
22
A 22 is not going to hit her, but it will
against her
allow you.
evasion.
Yep.
Because you got a +5. Definitely would have hit her normally.
But it does still
Yeah,
allow you
yeah.
to sort of pass through the difference and distance
We're there now.
between you and bamf you on the other side of her if you so wish.
Yep, which
Absolutely.
then means, yeah, which then means I am now exposed to everything that's in the room. So,
Yep. You see everything that Cal saw. You can
Look, a
see
Tommy.
Tommy just chained up in the corner. He's not even like barred away or anything anymore. He's just chained in a corner.
straight away on comms, people relay that information to everyone else and then relay exactly what he's seeing. Zeo Crystal, items, spell, not good. Go now.
From where
And
you
then
are
scream,
inside the room as
Tommy!
well, I will say you can see Babu and
Squat.
Squat.
Scott. Thank you. I couldn't remember Scott's name for the life of me. Babu and Squat standing just off to the sides. They're watching everything take place, but they're not trying to get involved if they don't have to, because they're not the bravest of individuals. But Goldar is approaching them, and they do seem to be getting ready a replacement arm for him.
Is there a sword with the arm?
There is not a sword with the arm, just the arm.
Can because I didn't use my solo strike against Scorpina. So does that mean I can do an extra attack and try and shoot the arm? Break that thing?
If you want to try and shoot the arm, you can try and shoot the arm. I'm not going to say no.
Yeah, may as well.
This is when we get to see Peter use his targeting.
Yeah. Never mind.
How bad was it? Just out of curiosity.
I got a 5.
You fire a blast off, and it does cross the distance. It does hit the. Oh look, David Jones gave me a story point for Scorpina.
Davey, no.
Debbie, no!
Hey, Davey, can you come over here so I can put you in a headlock real quick?
It does hit the arm and go bouncing off. Apparently, your blaster doesn't scratch it.
Yeah, I'm not good at shooting stuff.
Nope. But that will bring us to Cassidy.
All right. I am going to resummon my clone. So that's a PowerPoint gone. And then I am going to, the door is open. I can't see what's behind it. The Scorpion is there. Yeah, I'm just going to take a shot at Scorpina because she's bothering me.
Poor,
So
poor Scorpina's literally just standing there, like.
she's in between me and the door. I could
Technically,
probably get around
she
her.
is now the door.
Exactly. She is in my way, and I don't like her. So I'm going to use my Phantom Laser Pistol, and I get my upshift. Do I get any other upshifts, Matt?
You gonna aim?
Yes.
You won't get any
I'm pressing it.
because that will be for Tenga or for putties.
I get my
You-
aiming. I get electric because
your
I
clone
have that going,
Can lend assistance.
and my clone. So that's 3 upshifts.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't get anything.
I know have
Wait
hiccups.
1 minute. Let me read something real quick.
Can I just circle back around to the way you said my laser pistol?
So, I gain a for keen eye. I gain a +1 on skill test based on sight. Would this apply?
No,
I mean, upshift
no. It'd
because I
be
am a
for and things not for not
Blah, blah,
for
blah, blah.
attacks unless it specifically says, but for anything else that you'd need to use your eyes for, like seeing things specifically, reading something, reading lips.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Rolling. How badly did I do? I did pretty bad.
13.
13 it's not enough.
Yeah, no, I did pretty bad.
Have you got another attack you
Yes.
can make?
I do, so I'm going to do the same attack again
Go for it.
with my 3 upd shifts. Pew pew. Dang, that was almost 17.
Scorpina, being quite evasive, just sort of steps backwards as the blasts pass over her shoulder, scorch the wall behind her, and she
Would
brings her
anybody
boomerang back up ready to
mind
fight.
if I used another PowerPoint for mending the grid and did it with 2 more upshifts?
Story point, you mean?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it one more time with edge. No, re-roll it, 2 more upshifts.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it does. Okay, because she's bothering me, and I'm tired of her.
Poor Scorpina, literally just standing there.
Exactly.
Doors
Your
are the
motif.
bane of TTRPGs.
Doors are the bane of TTRPGs.
Oh,
Apparently, you really are not allowed to hit Scorpina.
I hate doors. I give up.
Okay.
Oh man.
That was with 5 upshifts.
That was with 5 upshifts. That did bring us to a total of 2d8 and 1d20, and we got a
And I
grand
can't. I
total
don't have anything to re-roll anything.
10.
To like re-roll ones or anything.
Yeah.
Phantom Rangers don't get that, so
But
we're just
that,
gonna sit on the ground and
that
pout.
does bring us back to Cal.
does it?
Mm-hmm.
Cow
Okay.
at 7.
All right. I thought it was higher up than that. I thought we'd gone around the bottom and started again.
All right, I'm gonna attack her twice. Can I use my first attack to like move her out of the way?
Yeah, you can try. Do it as a maneuver instead of an attack. Like you still have to
Mm,
roll
push
an
her real
attack,
good.
but instead of trying to do damage, you can do a maneuver.
Critical 26.
That will hit, and you can in fact do damage and do the maneuver.
All right, so you know in Street Fighter how Ken's back throw is a hell wheel, where he grabs and then rolls backwards and throws, like it's a full like body roll backward. So yeah, that's what a hell wheel is. I perform a hell wheel on Scorpina.
Wait,
As
are you throwing her into the room with us then?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit! Oh, that's really okay.
As you roll backwards and throw her back, she goes. She turns it into a somersault to land on her feet because she's pretty agile, and she kind of like slides a few feet
Here's the thing.
backwards.
Now here's my question, my big question.
Now you're like, do I attack
Do
her
I
again?
do I leave the stopping of the ritual to my very capable allies, or do I just or do I go in there using my absurd movement? Because here's the, I don't I don't have the deep pockets to be spending cash anywhere unless I am sure it is the last time I will be fighting that day.
You
So
know what the mission is.
I'm gonna use my 90 feet of movement to do a couple of things. First, I'm gonna go up to the ritual space.
Yep.
So I'm just going to appear by the ritual space. I don't think it's a full. I don't think that's all of it, right? That's not all my movement. It
No, I
wasn't
would
that far
say
down a corridor.
you would have had to have used 35 foot of it to move into Scorpina's range again.
Yeah.
And then another
Easy.
30 foot to get into the room to where
All right,
like the
we're at 65.
outside
We're
of the
chilling.
circle is.
Okay. So 65 feet of movement. I'm at the circle where the
Yep.
things are just floating around.
Yep.
First thing I'm just gonna try grab some. As it floats by, I'm gonna try like.
Yoink.
Make me
Visions of
a finesse
floating
or
around the room holding
athletics
on.
check.
What were my options?
Finesse or athletics.
Do you mean acrobatics or athletics, or
Nope.
finesse is in my attack?
Finesse or athletics. Finesse, like you're trying to. Essentially, either way, you're trying to grab a hold of
Yoink.
it. It's just whether you're trying to grab a hold of it by attacking it, or more like grab a hold and just keep a
Okay,
hold.
I see.
If you can think of something else, feel free to pitch
No.
it. But that, in my
I mean,
head,
look,
that's
I
what
would
I
like
can.
to. I mean, look, because of the rating of this stream, I can't mention the name of it, but I would like to argue that I do get my specialization here because that is what I'm doing. Yeah,
If you're making finesse, I will say yes. You could use your specialization.
cool. I'm gonna spend some cash.
Okay.
Strike bonus gives me 2 more upshifts. Actually, I think it gives me more than it gives me 3 upshifts. Actually, so I'm gonna go from D8, single D8 to 2D8. Baba boo. All right, so that is a. Do some quick math in my head. Critical 29.
Fantastic. You grab a hold of this thing, and I'm going to say is as the objects are moving about through space, you grab a hold of the staff of the wizard that bound the demons in their tomb. Initially, the same demons are now roaming through Mariner Bay, and was that a finesse skill check you did?
That was a finesse. That
Yep.
was a finesse skill check attack.
As you grab a hold of it, you are yanked through the air and literally
So
taken
am I I'm taken?
taken like on its path with it.
Okay. So but okay, important distinction. this is not spending my movement, right?
No, you've still got your movement.
I'm
It's
gonna
just like
hold on to this.
it's.
I'm gonna hold on to this thing until I am at the point where I am closer to Tommy.
You know, like almost like the rock walls and stuff like that. The almost
Yeah.
like travelator ones where you just kind of put your hand on it and it goes up or down.
Yeah.
That's basically what it's doing to you. You've grabbed a
So,
hold
yeah.
of it and it's just kind of like
Yeah.
going up in an arc.
Yeah,
And
cool,
you
cool.
move over,
I'm gonna
you can
hold on to
see
this.
down and see Lord Zed and Lord Rita, and Lord Zed's head just slowly follows you.
I flip him the bird and I keep going. When I'm the closest I could possibly be on this thing's path, like to Tommy, I'm going to let go, getting further into the room with no movement.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go over to Tommy.
Yeah, you leap
At
off,
which point,
and you're able to get towards
do you
Tommy.
count that finesse? Do you count that finesse check as my extra attack?
No, I will say that's an object interaction. Just I required the skill check to see whether or not you'd get it.
Cool. I want to free Tommy.
Okay. He is chained up.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack some chains.
Go for it.
I'm gonna spend some more cash. I'm gonna spend the last of my cash, actually.
Okay.
Good buy cash.
I have no more cash. I'm now broke. I'm broke as hell.
I like how he keeps referring to it as cash.
I mean, look, it's my cash. It's my meter. It's my special. It's my super. Like, it's everything. Can this be better? I got a 19. Is it critical? It is critical. Critical 19 to attack some chains.
How much damage would that do?
2, I think.
2?
Because my attacks only do 1.
You
So, critical.
you hit the
It hits.
chains. You damage the chains. You can see webs of cracks forming up them. But as you do, you see that these chains aren't made of metal. They are made of energy in the form of chains, and they do not break under your first attack.
Second
Tommy
attack, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Tommy looks up at you. He recognizes to a degree
Power Ranger.
what you are. Yeah, a Power Ranger. But it very much looks like the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Oh, good. He's not going to be talking to me while I'm trying to save him.
Awkward.
I do not have the mental fortitude to try to keep up a conversation in what is literally the most dangerous situation I have been in since my orphaning. Like, I don't have the time to be social.
It's fair.
This is a business transaction. I gotta get the hell out of here.
Is that everything for you then?
Yes, sir. I believe I've spent all of my everything.
Okay. In which case, this is going to bring us to Sarah.
Does the fact that I deal electricity damage like mean anything to this energy chain?
Not to the energy chains. No.
Dang. All right.
I do like the Green Ranger like pillow thing you've got going on there, Sabina, just
I'm
FYI.
sad. Miss Tommy.
Oh,
Miss Tommy.
This also doesn't matter. Actually, it might. My attacks have an alternate effect on crit, and I did crit to throw Scorpina.
What's the alternate effect on a crit?
Target is stunned until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, so you can either do damage to her or stun her until the end of your turn as she hits the
Yeah,
ground.
so you said I could do both the maneuver and the damage.
Yep.
Screw the damage. She's
Stunned.
moved and she's stuck there.
So she slides back, but she's down, she's stunned.
Yeah. And I could also do that to the chains, but I don't think that helps, so I'm not gonna do that.
No, unfortunately not. It would not help with the chains.
I don't think stunning the chains is me getting Tommy out of here. So yeah, then there we go.
No.
End of my turn.
So Sarah, in front of you then you have a stunned Scorpina on her knees. The doorway is open. Cal has gone through it. And Peter is standing just on the inside.
Attempting to rescue Tommy. Help would be appreciated.
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna give old Qbert here one more hit point. Q. We need our fearless leader for a little while longer, and then you can sleep for a month. We got to get Tommy. It's morphin' time, bud. And I then, as I slap the patch on, and I'm 65 feet from where I am into the room where Tommy is.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah,
That's my turn.
You're doing magic. I tried to stop it, didn't work.
Also, they're doing magic.
If anyone can stop the magic, that'd be great. But honestly, I'm gonna focus on this. I do
You're
not believe I
always
can
a dowry.
directly help without assaulting someone who is way out of my weight class.
I just love the way it's like, yeah, I'm trying to say. Oh,
Especially
also they're
without my
doing
wallet.
magic.
Oh, heads up.
Anything else from Sarah?
That's it.
Okay, I thought so, but just
Little,
thought
little
I'd double
healing,
check.
little inspiring, a lot of running.
Brilliant.
Can I check- Is that my third healing patch from Sarah?
That is your
Second
third
healing
healing
patch.
patch from Sarah.
Second, cool.
Oh, second? Second.
I've only done 2.
Yeah, second, sorry.
I mean, if you want to call it 3, I'll take it. But
I'll take 3. Yeah, 3's good. 3's a nice number.
2.
Matt, how many charges of a healing kit to heal mental trauma?
So many patches.
More than it has.
Yeah, so many patches.
Is it me? Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So when the Brad armor enveloped me the first time, because my helmet was often in my hand, did that get knocked free? So my helmet is maybe just damaged and on the floor, so I can at least have radio contact with my team.
Oh, Brad would have radio communication in him
Oh, true.
if your helmet isn't there.
I will say your
Assuming you know
helmet.
more.
I would say your helmet is like you've got enough helmet you can just about wear it,
It's just
but it's also kind of like cracked all the way down one diagonal. So it's just kind of
Yeah.
you've got most of the visor is
badass.
gone, all of this section of your face is on display.
Looks really cool.
Not
Yeah.
practical, but really cool.
Yeah, not practical, but super cool. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my mantra for life. It's a motto to live by. Somewhat dazed and confused by the day he's having. He watches Scorpina roll into the room and land in a heap, and Pete disappear off, and like feeling healing for the first time in a long time, and not having felt any kind of relief for a long time. He reaches over for what's left of his helmet, stands up, whistles for Brad to follow, puts his helmet on, and walks off towards Scorpina. And as he gets there, he will hold out his right arm and summon the golden sword to his hand. So Goldar's sword flies across the room, meets Q's hand, and he will then attack down Scorpina.
Wow.
You will gain an edge as she is stunned.
She certainly should be.
She
Le gasp.
Le gasp.
You know what?
Has
In
she
fact,
taken damage?
I will also say you will gain an upshift because not only is she stunned, as she sees the sword of her friend
Companion.
slash roommate,
Co-worker.
Hey,
Stranger.
we're roommates.
yeah, go flying
got
across the room into your hands. She looks horrified at you and is completely unable to respond or defend herself.
Has she taken any damage at this point?
Peter. Oh, I hit her once.
Yeah, She's
like,
taken,
back when we were doing narrative
yeah,
stuff, like because my throw didn't do any damage,
but you have
but I
damaged
did.
her
I
previously,
definitely
yeah.
hit her
Yeah.
before. Yeah.
That was really disappointing. 8, 9. Critical 17. Oh
Unfortunately.
no, actually, because I can re-roll that one.
Yeah.
Hang on. And that, well, that one won't help. Well, that's better. Critical 18.
You know what? Let's double check quickly.
Finesse.
No. You're close, but no cigar, unfortunately. As you
Okay, then
attack,
how about critical 18, 20, 22, 25?
that does hit. And because it would become a critical with a normal hit, I'm going to give you an additional degree of success. So how much damage do you do?
So I have the sword in hand. I attack with the sword the first time. And my second attack is actually Can you hear me? Have you lost me?
Is Matt frozen?
It's not frozen. He's just staring at the
I
camera.
think no.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Okay. Killian can hear us again. Matt, are you with us?
Oh, I didn't notice the chat that they lost us.
Yeah.
We might have lost Matt.
That's
Speak,
so
Matt.
whack.
He can't hear us, but he can see subtitles. Okay.
That's so
Matt,
whack.
how
What?
many degrees of success? How many successful hits does that count as for me? 3. So that's 6 points of damage. So rather than using, I don't know if you got it, rather than using the sword, first attack was with the sword, second attack was just with my fist, my black and charred fist, as we had previously described.
Somehow voidy powered fist.
So
Yay, we have you back.
Hey, we can hear him.
she's still standing or crouched on the floor, but each hit has left like a blackened imprint of your hand on her armor, and she is just looking awful as she crumples to the floor. And she looks up at you, she looks at the sword in your hands, and you just see terror in her eyes. Not fear, terror.
You will say to her, well, not so much say, but he will just go, stay down. And then over comms, he will say, we get Tommy, we get or destroy the crystal, we go.
Roger.
Like you read my mind.
Yeah, we don't want to drag this out.
And that's it, that's me done. Unless I can use
Then
any
mentions
of like
of
my
this
free
field
actions
upon
to jump into
destruction.
Brad.
Brad can attach himself to you because he's got sentience. He can carry out an order I've already given him. So that's why I asked if I was going to roll initiative for Brad.
No, with whatever I have left, I
I
will
would
suit
say
up and head into the
Brad can
chamber.
just connect. It's not an issue. Just he was
Brilliant.
he was equipped. It was, you know, he unequipped for what we took place, but he can equip as part of what's happening without any problems. But what's your willpower defense?
Mine, 15.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Nor do I.
Hmm.
And Nega
Doing
Q
some
doesn't
possession
have the robe,
shenanigans.
or rather, Real Q doesn't have the robe on, does he?
Mm-mm. The robe from the Tanga, he doesn't have it.
As soon as you step through the room, you feel Rita's mind crush down on yours like before. You feel her will smothering yours. 2.
I don't like this.
Is there a visible effect to that?
Scorpina is down
Like
and
body
unable
language?
to take her turn. I will say make an insight check.
I have a question. I was in the room for the entirety of Q and Scorpina. Like I saw all of that, and then I saw him step into the room. Did I see anything? Can I also make an insight check?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, we all making inside checks, yeah.
I think I just have a D4. That is not the button I wanted.
Can you do me a favor and post the insight checks into the game chat just so that I can see them?
My
In
Make
sorry.
things
the
just a little bit
Foundry?
easier at the moment as I'm still having to go by subtitles. Yep, in Foundry, please.
Critical 7. Whee!
Can I just check, Michael, who plays Peter, is your result a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, just because it come up Dragon Robot and that threw me for a moment there. I was like,
Sorry, I'm still clicked on the dragon's
Brad
token.
rolling. Is Brad rolling insight? How good is Brad's insight?
Not that good, apparently.
No, not that good. No.
Neither's Pete's.
So we've got Panic's crit of 7. We've got the Dragon Robot of 6. We've got Cassidy's of 14. What do we have for Sarah?
22.
Oh, sorry, Sarah got a 22. I just saw that. I apologize. Okay. You don't see any change in him other than he steps into the room just a little. When he steps into the room, he moves just a little bit quicker, a little bit more purpose. And
Okay.
on that note, on that hanger of cliffs, at the beginning of the next round, we are going to call it there and see where this ends next week. Same time, same place.
We've been on the moon so long.
And we will be saying goodbye to the moon finally.
Bye-bye,
We're
moon.
going to destroy the moon.
Please destroy the moon. I'm done with it. I'm going to go with Jay. Favorite moment for yourself, favorite moment for another player, and just leave me staring at the subtitles, trying to make sure I can read them all.
Yeah. Favorite moment for another player is a bit of an open one, although it's predominantly directed at Green Ranger Michael. It was the serial overthinking of what was going on and the theories, and trying to work out which cue was the actual cue and which one was not the actual one. There was one point that I sent Matt whisper that just said, "Yay, overthinking." For
I hate you both.
for me, it was great to finally play this because quite literally, this has been on the cards for months.
Oh my god.
Lots of evil has been plotted for a long time. So that was great
You
to
bastards.
exercise. Yes, Q bastard. Um, but summoning the Goldar sword to my hand and slapping the cracked helmet on, and like stabbing like, evil Q, and the whole sword ripping through him, and then like literally tearing him apart. That was good fun. Yeah, yeah, there's so many good points for me. So
Can I still say I'm still confused?
We'll figure it out.
I'm sure there'll be a debrief once we get off the moon. It'll be fun.
Or we just kill Q and never have to worry about it again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Never mention the moon again. Q who?
Leave his body on the moon. It's fine.
What do you mean leave it on the moon? We're blowing up the moon.
Leave his corpse on the moon and then blow it up.
I'm gonna treat this moon like Piccolo did.
Sabina, favorite moment
Oh,
for
that's-
yourself, favorite moment for another player.
Oh yeah. Favorite moment for another player. Jay. Jay and his my brain that likes to destroy us. I'm
We've not even got to the emotional stuff yet.
already emotional. Just everything from
Emotional damage.
start to finish with Q and J, and then the helmet, and then the sword, and then the slap, and then everything. And then the emotional part at the beginning, which I don't want to repeat. that was confusing. Just all that. For Cassidy going, what in the world am I doing? And then me actually passing checks for once. That was a good time.
Cooperative dice. All right.
For the dice. We like those.
Michael, who plays Sarah, not Michael, who plays Peter. He can for now.
I mean, for myself, I think it's probably a tie between destroying Q
In a fun way.
in a fun way, yeah,
Fun way.
and healing him, and trying to get him back. Like, morphin time, bud. Yeah. But now you're gonna kill me, so it's fine. For someone else, I mean, yeah. I hate you. That's it. We're done now. I hate you with love. What have you done?
And Panic, who plays the lovely Cal.
Favorite moment for Cal was the Hell Wheel throw, because that's just fallen beyond all belief. I miss my meter, dude. I want my wallet back.
Somebody stole my wallet.
My favorite
We're
moment
all
from
gonna
Jump
sleep for a week.
I mean, look, it made me feel real nice when Peter, seeing that someone else had Q handled, immediately tried to jump in and save me, despite the fact that he was super hurt. Very touching. I appreciated it.
And then
Oh, that
who
would just be
knows?
me, wouldn't it? I'm the last one left.
Yeah.
For me, probably the MGD overload, because that's been a thing that's been planned for ages. Which obviously means that someone had to be a co-conspirator in this planning and failed to mention any of his shenanigans, you devious bastard.
Cool.
I hate you. I hate you so much. But I also love you because that was brilliant. Obviously, favorite moment for someone else. Yeah, Jay being a dick.
I've had practice.
Accurate.
So I actually had a phone call with Michael today. I had a long phone call with Michael today, but on the phone call he said to me, but I need to know the plan because I need to know the plan's the same as the plan that we're going with. And I was like, dude, there have been so many plans that
It's like, yeah, but we were
if I
going
throw
with
in a
this
little bit of
plan now,
this
weren't we?
plan, a little bit of that plan, and just make my own plan, as long as I use some of the plans, it's all good.
As long as the plan has the same name, it's fine.
My favorite quote. You make the plan, you execute the plan, expect the plan to go horribly wrong, throw away the plan. Captain Cold, everyone.
Leonard Snart, what a legend.
I think the plan's going great.
I mean, I had a plan with Michael about how MGD was going to happen. And then as soon as I had that plan, I was like, oh, Matt, I've got an idea. And so I had a plan with Matt, but then I was also prepared for the fact that whatever plan I had with Matt, Matt would have his own plans. Be prepared for the fact that mine might be turned on their head despite what I was expecting. Then the general chaos that is our team. So was not expecting to open with, okay, right, I will bisect Q. But yeah, drama in 24.
Welcome to the year of the drama, guys.
The year of the dragon.
Well,
Dragon.
on that note, thank you everybody for watching. We will be back next week to conclude the moon adventure escapade thing. Finally. Yeah, same time, same place. And we hope we see you there. May the power protect you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.